Hello, everyone. So, just now they released a new announcement for a lot of the features that are coming soon in Resleriana Global. They also announced a 5 million downloads login bonus for the next 5 weeks. This is pretty big. It is 100 Atelier Fest wish tickets. So, we get 2 batches a week, 20 tickets a week for the next 5 weeks if you just log in. So 100 free pulls, that's pretty cool. Now these are Atelier Fest tickets, and Atelier Fest is the start of a permanent banner. It's a ticket-only banner, so we will get tickets for this occasionally. And basically this banner doesn't have any limited units in it. It is only the launch unit pool. So it does not have the rate ups either for the 4 banner units, Resna, Ryza, Mari, and Yudi. They are not pickup. They are just normal rates for everything else. In fact, I can show it right now. If we just go to Wish real quick and go here, the Atelier Fest banner. This will always be here from now on. This is permanent. They give out random Atelier Fest tickets in various ways. Like in the future, we should get an option in the shop to buy 100 Atelier Fest tickets for 3,000 paid gems twice. That'll be limited to 2 times. So generally, Atelier Fest tickets, pretty cool, but it is launch pool. You will get all these things eventually, but it's good for filling out your roster. You can see that there's no rate up. It's all normalized rates between everything. It has the SSR Memoria as well. And I did get my first 10 tickets from the mail, or I don't have the mail yet. Let's go grab them from the mail, and I can just do that poll right now, and then I'll go over the rest of the announcement. So just grab all this. We're also getting a bunch of SSR Memoria for free. These are one-time SSR Memoria. They have some abilities. I'll go over them as well. We also got these on the Japan server. The 100 tickets as well is something the Japanese server got. We got them around a month later from now, but I guess they're handing them out early for global. So it seems like in general, they're wanting to keep parity with the kind of like handouts that JP got and keep it the same on global so that the servers are more or less effectively like even in terms of income, right? So it's very cool. And it's cool that we're getting this. Anyways, let's just go ahead and pull these. Of course, they are tickets, so we don't get medals, but we can still get good pulls. And I definitely didn't, unfortunately. But that's fine. Maybe they're gonna fake me out. Yeah, no, there's nothing here. We'll just go ahead and skip. But, oh, a Corneria dupe. That's a little tragic. Okay, maybe you'll be luckier than me with your tickets. We still have 90 more coming, so, very cool for helping fill out your roster. Now, let's go through the rest of the announcement, and then I will go through those SSR Memoria as well. All right, so this Letters from the Development Team, Volume 1. It's from Hosoi, the producer of Resleriana. They're extremely glad and honored. People are playing the game, whatever. Standard PR stuff, right? So yeah, up to 100 free wishes. They're giving out 100 tickets. Very cool. And then, yeah, the Memoria, you have a month to claim these. They'll just be in the mail. And you get 5 of each of them. All right, so this is the really important part of the news post. They're going over their updates for March. With the game update scheduled for Thursday, March 7th, we knew this was coming. We will be adding various events starting with Chapter 5 of the main story, as well as some new features. This is big. This is really big. We had already kind of figured this was going to happen from data mining, but it is nice to have confirmation, I guess, that this is the case. The next banner in line was supposed to be the Halloween seasonal banner with Halloween Pravda and the Halloween event. That was supposed to be coming after Meru. However, they're saying here that we are getting Chapter 5 instead, with Neo and Wilbel as the gacha units, completely skipping Halloween. What this means, basically, is that it does not seem like they are willing to do seasonal events out of season. Obviously, we don't know for sure if they're planning on doing Halloween later or whatever, but it does seem right now that they are just completely skipping seasonal events. So we're not going to be getting Halloween, and that very well could mean we're not getting Christmas or New Year's or Valentine's, until those holidays actually come. And what does this mean for the future? I mean, maybe in the future it means when they do more seasonals that they bring them to global at the same time as Japan. Like, I don't know. Like, what's the plan there, right? We're just completely in the dark. But all I can say with mostly certainty right now is that because they are doing Chapter 5 on the next update, they are just fully committing to skipping Halloween. Obviously, there's still no confirmation either way, but that's how it seems right now. It does mean we get characters like Liddy and Master Ryza, a little bit earlier, but it is skipping an entire event. And there are there's a couple things about the Halloween event that are kind of important, I guess you could say. There's a few meta things. One, if they're completely skipping Halloween, that means we're not getting the Vampire Staff. And the Vampire Staff is the best in-slot weapon for attackers for quite a while. It's good for physical and magical attackers due to its effect where, attackers get plus 7% to their attack stats, right? Very, very strong effect, much better than random skill damage boosts and stuff like that weapons normally have. And it is a hybrid weapon, so for physical attackers, you're missing a bit of physical attack, but the effect makes up for it. So it's basically a very good generic weapon that you can just, make a couple solid copies of and you have a really good weapon for every single attacker. Vampire Staff is still the weapon I use on my Japanese account. I use a skill 10 version of it and a skill 9 version of it very regularly because good items are hard to make in this game. And yeah, missing the Vampire Staff is a very big meta shift in terms of what we will be synthesizing on global. As well, we'll be missing Halloween Pravda, who is the best buffer until Liddy comes, but since Liddy will be coming around March 16th or so, it's not really a huge loss. Liddy is better. Pravda is still very good, and missing an entire unit for, say, Slash Affinity Tower makes that tower much more difficult. But overall, it's not a huge deal to be missing Pravda, but she's still a solid unit. And then, more importantly, we're also missing this limited Memoria from the Halloween banner, which has a very unique effect of increasing the potency of buff effects with a very large value at 45% at rank 5. This is the Moria that I personally used my memory crystals on the Japanese server. And without this Memoria, I'm not really sure what you would do there. But I'll talk about that in the future in a few months when people are going to actually start considering what to use their memory crystals on. Right now, you should probably just be saving them because we don't have good Memoria yet and because you don't have very many. But this was definitely a candidate for memory crystals. And if they truly are skipping Halloween, then obviously we won't have this option. Now, in that, talking about skipping Halloween, right? They did recently on the Japanese server add all of the limited units from the first 2 months of the game to the permanent gacha pool. So all of those units in Memoria are no longer limited. If they do skip the seasonal units on global, maybe they will add them into the permanent pool when they do that update. I don't know. We currently have no idea what they're planning. Maybe they are planning on running Halloween alongside Chapter 5 and not actually skipping it. We still have no confirmation there either way, but it is looking likely that Halloween will get skipped. And if Halloween gets skipped, then we also miss a bunch of other holiday seasonal units as well, which is pretty unfortunate. But yeah, it's a little concerning. At the same time, this may be their way of trying to get us caught up to the Japanese server. Who knows? It's all kind of up in the air right now. So that's probably enough ranting about that. When it comes down to it, we just don't know, but this is what it looks like with the current information we have. I will also just add that we were vaguely aware that this was a possibility for a while because the data mined info had a lot of things and events translated ahead of time. However, seasonal events were completely skipped. So we had a bit of a feeling that this might happen. So yeah, it's pretty rough, but it's also not the end of the world. So yeah, we'll see what they're planning to do with those in the future. Now for the next part of this newsletter, they are finally adding photo mode to the game. This is a thing that's been in the JP server for quite a while. I was honestly surprised we didn't get it on release. You know, it's cool. You pick a character, rotate the camera, take screenshots, whatever. There's some posing and stuff. It's pretty bare bones. You can't change the background, you can't do picture frames, you can't do props like a lot of photo modes in other Gust titles, but it works if you want to get, you know, cute screenshots of your characters, right? It's okay. I wish they would expand the photo mode and add more stuff to it to allow more dynamic posing, more characters at once, props, things like that. Maybe they will in the future. Yeah, there will only be one background available for now, but we are considering adding more backgrounds in the future. We also plan to allow multiple characters in one photo shoot as well. So it looks like they are planning on those features. They're not even in Japan yet, as far as I know. I haven't looked at photo mode in a while, but yeah, hopefully those come. All right, improvements to the research feature. So it seems like this is coming in March. This is the level sync feature of the game. Basically what this means is that once you have 5 characters at level 60, you can unlock research at Marion, just like your alchemy research, just like your battle research, to basically lock all of your characters' levels to 60. So you need a full party at level 60, and then you can basically increase the level floor for everyone else to level 60, so you don't need more experience for those characters. Now you do still need to fill out their grow boards. Grow boards are required, so let's say you don't have any grow boards, those characters will still be level 10, but as soon as you unlock their grow board 10, they will go up to level 60 without requiring experience. So very cool feature that lets us basically, you know, experiment with different teams and stuff much easier without needing to commit experience, without needing to commit research elixirs. And one thing that's very interesting about this is as long as a character is, you know, so as long as their true level is 1, or below 40, I should say, but their level is increased to 60 through the training research, the level sync feature, you can still use free resets on them. So basically how it goes, you just have 5 main characters in your box at level 60 with their grow boards fully unlocked. You never reset these characters, and then everyone else you can shuffle around and reset for free to get their, you know, grow board orbs back and stuff. It's very nice. It allows a lot more freedom in team building for no cost. Cannot wait for this to come. It'll make it much easier for me to make content for you guys as well, because having to commit those research elixirs to try out different team comps and stuff to figure out, you know, the best and cheapest way through a specific like event or whatever, very difficult until this feature comes. So that's great. And then we also have the party limit. Currently we can only make 6 parties at once. They'll be increasing that to 10. I don't think this is too important. In fact, I think it messes with the UI in a bit of a bad way, but it's fine. If you felt like you were low on party space, the real problem with making parties in this game is the fact that you can't tie gear to a party, so you have to swap your equipment around and memory around and stuff all over the place anyways. So this doesn't really do anything to fix that problem. So it's kind of whatever. But anyways, yes, that is the overview of all of the updates that they have planned for this month, more or less. There will also be the Liddy and Sue event, and it should be Master Ryza at the end of the month as well. They will be back to back if they are truly skipping Halloween. So I guess I can go over very quickly who will be coming with the Chapter 5 update. The Chapter 5 update is Wilbel and Neo. Where is Neo? Wilbel and Neo. If you want to know more about these characters, sorry, give me one sec. I really needed water. I was talking too much. Anyways, yeah, if you want to know more about these characters, you can go look at my other video on the future banners for the game, or I will be releasing a more in-depth video about the two after the update comes, and I will also do my ticket pulls and stuff for them, so look forward to that. But yeah, gist of it is they're basically skip or just tickets. They're not super good. So the next banner is mostly a skip. But yeah, look forward to more in-depth info on those in a later video. And I think that's about it. So let's get to those polls that I didn't do earlier. Oh, right, the Memoria as well. After this, I'll talk about the Memoria. The Memoria are... Oh, wait, I did the 10 ticket. I didn't do the free one. Yeah. Oh god, I got Tau. Okay, my brain is all over the place. The Memoria. Let's talk about those real quick, and that'll be about it. So here they are. You get 5 of each. The stat lines, if I remember right, yeah, they're pretty mediocre stat lines. It's like a mix of like mid-offense, mid-defense, low speed. So the stats on these Memoria are not good. If you don't have any other M-Attack Memoria, it's not bad, but there are SRs that are better than this for magic attack. And where is the other one? Yeah, and this one is about the same, but for physical attack, this one's actually a little bit better, being at 26% physical attack. So if you don't have any good SSR physical attack Memoria, this is the best option available so far, outside of like Gacha SSRs with 31%. So this Memoria is actually a pretty good handout. For whatever reason, this one has 23% magic attack, which is like, why is it uneven? I don't know. I think personally, it is fine to go ahead and unlock these. Basically, their effects aren't super strong, but they're okay. While equipped to a breaker, boost stun damage for all allies by 7%. So basically, you can equip this, you know, to like an area breaker or someone to boost the stun damage of your other breaker, right? It's pretty limited and niche in its use. You would generally rather have a Memoria that increases the break damage for that unit, such as a continuation of that summer, which increases stun damage by 29% when attacking a weakness, right? So yeah, this one's only 7%. However, it does apply to other units, so it's an okay buff. It would be a lot better if you could equip this to like a supporter, but it has to be equipped to a breaker to work, unfortunately. And then the other one as well, I think it's fine to just unlock these. While equipped to an attacker, boosts skill damage for all allies by 7%. And this one's actually a bit better, because not only is it a solid physical attack Memoria, it will boost skill damage by, you know, an okay amount, and then it will also boost the skill damage of your other attacker if you have 2 attackers by an okay amount. So this Memoria is actually quite useful until you have better physical attack Memoria. It's not really better than something like Shoot for the Sky, which has 31% phys attack on it. But if you don't have something like this, it's still a very solid option. So not a bad one to have for free. Pretty decent. Anyways, that should be all for tonight. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the updates that are coming. The game only gets better from here, so I hope you're all excited for it, and thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next one.